Sagittarius, hi. Welcome to I Am the Monad Tarot. Let's ring our bell, Sagittarius. All right. I certainly hope and pray that all is well. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Welcome to new members. Welcome to new subscribers, as well as welcome to those who are returning. Thank you so much for your love and support. Become a member here at I Am the Monad Tarot, where we have early access to videos, as well as members only videos. And currently I'm conducting an 8-week course on the healing of the chakras. If you're interested, become a member at the $5.99 level. All right, Sagittarius, I'll be doing your reading here from the Horror Tarot. Get you some good shuffles in and we will begin your reading. Give you a nice three-way split, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's get into it. Turn my sounds up here. I don't know, Sagittarius. I feel like you're not, it's like it's something is not, you're not, I feel like you're not getting what you're putting out there. You're not receiving it, okay? Or maybe you're not giving, but maybe you're not giving because you're not receiving. It may have something to do with this King of Wands. Maybe, I feel like you feel like a King of Wands in reverse. I feel like you don't feel as though, like you're a leader. Okay, I'm hearing cautionary, like cautionary tale. But I feel like you're feeling like you're not appreciated as a leader, okay, as a boss figure. Maybe this has something to do with your job. Maybe you're a supervisor or manager or something. Maybe people aren't respecting your position. But that's what I feel. It feels like you feel like you're not being respected, okay, in the position that you hold. All right, like people are looking at you maybe even as though you're not deserving. It's like you get very little love. I feel like you get very little support. Yeah, people give you like little love as though they don't take you seriously. Okay. But I do feel though that you are in some kind of leadership position. But you're not getting the return, okay, once again, from whoever it is that you are supervisor over, okay, or if this may be a home environment, okay, people don't treat you with the respect you deserve, okay. They may take your even giving, instruction or whatever, okay, or commands or whatever, they may take it as a joke, okay. Let's keep going. I feel, and it's kind of, I don't feel it's right because from what I'm feeling thus far and seeing, it's kind of like, I feel like you have put in your time. Okay. I feel like you've brought a lot to the table. I feel like you've been very supportive. Maybe you've been supportive. But I feel like you have been in a position where you've taken care of everybody. And I do mean financially so. Again, this could be a home. This could be your home, okay? But even if it's a job, you've brought, you've done your part. You pulled your weight. You have brought, um, I just say that, okay? Because I can't think of the word. It'll come to me, okay? But I do feel like you pulled your weight. You've been a boss figure, okay? I feel like even before you got, well, wait a minute. Maybe even before you've gotten to a position of leadership, okay? Because I was questioning that for a second, but I do feel like you are in a position of leadership, but they're not taking your authority well, okay? They're not taking it seriously, but I feel like they're not taking it well either. Maybe there are people here that don't like you in this position. There's an empress here, okay? This possibly could be maybe your mother figure, and I even wonder if it's this person, if this is your mother, maybe a wife or something like that. A older woman, I feel like they kind of sit as though maybe they are in charge. If this is a family, like they kind of sit as though they are the matriarch, okay, which they very well may be. But at the same time, it's like this, because of this person's influence, okay, and they have a strong influence, okay, but because of this person's influence, I forgot that was in it. Because of this person's influence, they don't want, it's like, I feel like either they don't want people to take you seriously, or they want, instead of people looking to you in your leadership position, they look to this person and what they have to say. And I feel like this person may undermine you. Okay. They may do little things and say little things behind your back. It could be, and even if this is a job, okay, still, okay, but they may do things like you don't have to listen to Sagittarius, okay? Like if you tell somebody, in your leadership position, okay, to go do something, they may run to this empress, or this empress may come behind your back and tell that person, you don't have to do that, you don't have to listen to Sagittarius, I'm in charge here, I'm the boss, okay? Like your word doesn't mean anything. Okay. Like this person here is putting you in a position like you don't have no ground to stand on. Like you're not solid. Okay. Again, like you're not deserving, okay, of the leadership position that you are in here. Okay. Let's keep on going. Let's see something here. And I can tell you one thing: this person, honey, this empress right here, this person is not moved at all. They're not moved in any way, shape, or form by how you feel about it. Because I even feel like you may be walking around with your shoulders all hunched, just like I feel like this person undermines you. Okay, I just heard I'm well aware. Okay, so this person undermines you. Again, even though they may do some things behind your back, okay, like I said, say to somebody, if you give somebody an order, okay, like, you go do whatever, okay, and this person may say to them behind your back, oh, you don't have to do that. This person don't have no problem saying it in your face, in front of you, okay? Because as far as they're concerned, I'm so sick of the goddamn little gnats and shit. But as far as they're concerned, you ain't going to say nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. You going to do, this person has a spirit of you going to do what you told. This empress has that energy like Sagittarius, you going to do what you told. Like, I'm in charge of this. And I mean, like I said, if they are in that kind of position, like a matriarchal position, that's fine. But the problem is that they're not supporting you in your leadership position, whatever it may be. They're undermining you, like making you look foolish. I heard stooge, making you look like a stooge. Okay, and I'm just thinking of the Three Stooges, that show. Okay, making you look like a clown. Okay, so they don't care how you feel. They sleep well at night. Okay, you may be walking around looking sad and miserable. You may have even tried to talk to this person about it, like, hey, you cannot do that. You may be over me, or you may be my mother, or you may be the matriarch, or whatever the case, but you can't undermine me. okay, and front of everyone, or maybe it was to your children, or whatever the case, okay, to those up under you, those who are subordinate to you. Mm-mm. They don't care. They don't care if this makes you unhappy. Okay, you're just gonna have to deal with it as far as they're concerned. Everything that you do, you can't even begin here with this person here. You can't even begin to build. You can't even begin to plant any kind of seeds, okay, for it to grow. Okay, whatever this is, once again, if it's a company, whatever, a home, whatever environment, whatever it is, no. It's like if this person were to, transition on, they have already set a precedent, okay, amongst everybody that you are not to be taken seriously. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. That's it. You are not to be taken seriously, and this person will have moved on, and they'll be dead and gone, and you will still be living, okay, with whoever you are over, okay, whoever is up under you, which should be following your leadership, okay, or listening to you, respecting you in the position. It wouldn't be anything that you could do. Because it's not just so much of you don't have to listen to Sagittarius, it's the spirit of it. Okay, they're making out like you ain't nobody to take seriously. You what have you done? Who are you? Now there's a high priestess upright here. Who is this person? This is another person. Wait, I'm hearing you take their weight seriously. Maybe this is someone that you listen to. I'm hearing that you follow. This high priestess upright. You listen to their words. Okay. Wow, I'm hearing you find them inviting, enticing. Okay. You like what they have to share. Okay. Maybe, their intuition or whatever. You listen to their words. And I'm hearing mark my words. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Does this person know you? Or maybe is this somebody maybe that you watch on a platform, okay, or something like that? Or maybe a reader that you go to, okay, or spiritualist of some nature that you go to. I even wonder maybe if this could be maybe a religious figure that you might listen to, or a spiritualist that you may listen to or follow. Okay. But you like this person. For you, they drop a lot of gems. Okay. The things that they share. Okay, a speaker or something of some sort, a spiritualist of something of some sort. You like the things that they have to share. Okay. Um, I don't know. Are you romantically interested in this person? But no, I think more so you listening to them. Maybe that's why this empress is this way. Maybe this empress knows that you listen to this high priestess. Okay. Maybe they have an issue with it. Maybe they feel like you should be listening to them, not who is this high priestess that you listen to. Because I feel like this empress, I don't feel like you have any kind of relation or anything to this high priestess. Like I said, I feel like this might be somebody you just do on a platform. Maybe they write books or something like that. Okay, this empress is right there with you. This is someone that you know. Like I said, this might be a mother figure, maybe your mother figure. Okay, someone. Excuse me. If it's a job, someone that you've worked with for years, whatever the case. Okay, you know this person. You all have a relationship. Okay, and with this Ten of Cups, I am thinking this may be more of a family situation here. And I feel like this person feels like you should be listening to them, okay, and what they have to say. Okay, not, wow, I just heard not some strange, but probably stranger on the internet. Okay. But again, this high priestess for you drops gems that I feel like you look to and listen to try to build an abundant environment. Okay. You're open to this person and the things that they have to share. But I feel like there's a Queen of Wands here in reverse. Let me see. This Queen of Wands in reverse, they don't like you listening to this high priestess. Wow. They don't like you listening to this high priestess either. I just heard you better stop. Okay. You better stop listening to them. Okay. So I feel like this Queen of Wands in reverse does not like you listening to this high priestess either. And I feel like this Queen of Wands in reverse kind of works with this Empress figure. Okay. Maybe to kind of demean you, diminish you, okay, in front of those that are. This could be a wife and a mother, okay, and the children here, okay. They're telling don't have to listen to you, don't have to obey your words. Yeah, honey, these people gonna have you're not gonna be victorious with these two. They don't like it. And I don't even feel like it's just this high priestess energy that you listen to. I feel like they're this way anyway toward you. And this high priestess here, I don't know, maybe you might have stumbled across them, hell, maybe on YouTube or TikTok or whatever platform, because I did hear the internet, whatever platform. They could have a website or whatever that you came across or whatever. And I feel as though you listening to this person, again, for you, they're dropping gems. It's whatever they're saying, it's helping you. All right. Learn how to build. And I feel like you want a more loving environment. And they got wind of it. They know that you listen to this person and they don't like it. But again, I feel like it's not just about this high priestess. I feel like this high priestess in their mind came along and now you listening to them. Okay, that's the energy. Okay. I feel like they've been treating you like this, period. Okay, undermining you. It's like these two work as a team, okay, against you. Okay, they don't want you to do well here. Yeah. Yeah. They damn sure don't want you listening to this person, honey. Okay. All right. And they may be trying to take some kind of action to work against you. Okay. So that you don't hear this person's words any longer, because it's changing the dynamic here and they don't like it. Okay. Their attitude is, you're going to listen to us. Okay. They don't want you to be independent of thought. Okay. They don't want you to be a thinker. They don't want you to separate. They don't want you to be independent of thought. Okay. They don't want you to separate from them or whatever kind of groundwork they have laid. Okay. That maybe up until you came across this high priestess that you've listened to, that you followed. Okay. Even though I still feel like even then it wasn't positive. Again, I feel like they just been undermining you, period. Okay. Yeah, see, King of Swords in reverse. This is the energy they want you in. They want you lowly. Okay. They don't want you to be seen as in Wands, Sagittarius, okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign. They don't want you operating in that fiery energy you have in being a leader here, which I feel like you probably could be a very dynamic leader, and again, they don't want you independent of thought. Okay. It's like your words don't matter. How you feel doesn't matter. Okay. And they're happy with this, honey. If it's been like this for a while, these people been sitting pretty. You have been providing here. You have been providing financially. You've been taking care of the household, the household, the home, children, all of that type of shit. Probably, if this is a wife, this Queen of Wands in reverse, this person, Empress, maybe mother, maybe been taking care of them as well financially. But that's all you better do. No matter what you say. Like I said, they're not giving to you um, what you're putting out. There's no give and take here. It's some kind of like gender war type thing. Okay, excuse me. They don't respect the authority, your authority of it, and it has something to do with like, the masculine energy, that they don't respect it. They don't care. Yeah, you do your role in taking care of the household, but your words don't mean anything. Your instructions don't mean anything. Your ideas don't mean anything. We are in charge, but you're going to go out there and bring home the bacon. Okay, and that's the end of that as far as they're concerned. I feel like whatever this, you've heard this high priest, and it could be that too, like you listening to another woman. Because I feel like this high priestess is a woman, and you're listening to another woman that they have issue with. And they probably don't even know who this person is. You don't know them personally. I don't feel like you know this person personally or anything, but it's just the fact that it's like you've allowed another woman to come in, not no romantic thing or anything like that, and to have charge over the home because you're listening to this person. This is how they look at it. Okay. And you've really been contemplating whatever this high priestess has been saying. It has really made you stop and take a long, hard look at yourself. It's like, why am I dealing with this with the Three of Pentacles in reverse? You don't want to deal with this anymore. Okay. You may have even begun to feel like you've probably been doing some self-reflection, inner work, and it's probably made you look at yourself like you don't love yourself. Like, why would I allow this in my home? Why would I allow these two to just completely take over my home, and where I don't have any say, any word, anything, and people are looking at me, like I'm a clown or something like that, where my own children aren't obedient to me. And I feel like you're beginning to see your worth as much more than what they've made it out to be. Okay. I feel like you're beginning to feel like you have choices in your life and that you don't have to deal with this. Okay. Let me see something real quick. And I feel like you might even be contemplating more. You want to leave. Okay. I feel like you are looking like you want to move away from this because there's no victory here for you. Okay. And it might even be turning you to a place of being kind of scorned, okay, and bitter. And I feel like you're seeing that, like you want something new. You're seeing that and you don't like that in yourself. Yeah, I feel like you want to leave this environment. Okay, I feel like you're thinking about, because you want to close this cycle out. Maybe you listen to some tarot on YouTube or something like that. You want to close this cycle out, okay, and get out. All right. I don't know, Sagittarius. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else for Sagittarius? I am just here to be mindful of what you do. I ain't telling you to leave. I ain't telling you to stay. But I am here to be mindful of what you do and the choice you make. And most definitely, whatever you do, how you do it. Okay. Let me see something real quick. See, I feel like your life may be stagnant. I feel like you feel like your life is stagnant as well. Okay. And it's like you've been holding on to this. Maybe you've been, but you want to set yourself free, honey. I feel like you feel like it's not fair. There's no justice here for you. But I think mainly because they're not listening to you and they don't care how you feel. Okay. They don't care that, yes, I have, you know, taken care of my home. I've taken care of you all, this, that, and others, but I'm a man. Okay. It's like, you know, when what they used to call a henpecked man. I feel like you feel like that. Okay, and I'm here, and it's undeserved, but it's something. I feel like it's mainly from this Empress. Okay, but I'm not saying it's Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is a part of it too. But see, this Empress has some strong energy. She looks like she can easily sway people. Okay, her way. Okay, or how she thinks and how she believes. Okay, what do we have here from the Inner Garden Oracle? For Sagittarius. Okay, joy. And that's exactly what it is you're looking for. Internal joy. Happiness isn't something you remember. It's something you experience. And I feel like you're not experiencing that. Okay. The eternal and internal happiness or joy. Okay. And peace of mind. All right. I certainly hope that resonated with some Sagittarius. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not, but you watch my videos, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Thumbs up, comment, come over, see what's happening here at I Am the Monat Tarot. Please like my videos. You all have favor. Peace.